I was there chilling.
Cause now we saw the surveillance video. You was there for like 30 seconds.
Nah, it was actually like for like 15.
I
I was gone. I'm like,
apologize, my nigga. Apologize.
I got you, bro.
Apologize. Say sorry, nigga.
Bad for the
Say
diss
sorry,
track, G.
nigga.
All right, G.
All right, bet.
Lil Durk ain't no bad motherfucker. No, man, bad motherfuckers don't have fat white baby mamas.
From the time a rapper's honest confession led to all of his fans turning on him, to the time a wannabe gangster rapper got beat up on camera for messing with the wrong dude, these are times rappers got exposed for being fake gangsters. Starting with Tekashi 6ix9ine, because he's one rapper who got exposed in one of the most humiliating ways possible for acting gangster. Because at the height of his fame back in 2018, 6ix9ine took to disrespecting Chicago rappers for fun, and at one point he got on IG Live with FBG Duck, trolling him and letting him know he'll pull up to O-Block since he claimed he wasn't scared of Chicago rappers.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up the O-Block Gangster. Once I
Hey, I swear to God, hey, look, you funnier than I thought, bro. Fuck all this shit. When I catch you, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. Cause I'm gonna see you real soon, bro. I'm gonna see you real soon, bro.
Listen, you gonna smack the shit out of me, but you haven't ran down on none of the niggas that killed your homies.
Bro, where you think they at, bro? You saying that don't lie, bro. You want me to trick on myself? You sound
no,
like
it's not.
I know you's a big. You out here telling.
No one thought 6ix9ine was actually going to pull up to a hood as dangerous as O-Block, but he did exactly that and posted a video of it on his IG.
O-Block right here. This is what y'all wanted me in Chicago. This O-Block right here. I should call this shit no block. It's 10 o'clock. What the fuck y'all is that? I'm outside. It's only 10 p.m. What the fuck is that, blood?
However, shortly after, a leaked surveillance camera footage showed that it was actually 3 a.m. when 6ix9ine came to O-Block, not 10 p.m. And he left immediately after shooting the 12-second video, since he probably knew what would happen if he got spotted. And he wasn't trying to deny the fact either when he got called out for it on the Breakfast Club.
We saw the surveillance video. You was there for like 30 seconds.
Nah, it was actually like for like 15.
I
I was gone. I'm like,
And that wasn't the only time 6ix9ine got exposed for being a fake gangster, but this time things were much more serious, because when 6ix9ine blew up in 2017, he started affiliating himself with the notorious New York 9 Trey Bloods gang to get some street cred. But just a year later, it all fell apart when the crew, led by a dude named Harv, who actually used to be his security guard, turned on him, kidnapping 6ix9ine and robbing him of $750,000 worth of jewelry. And in many ways, that was the incident that led to 6ix9ine being exposed for who he really was. Because on a podcast episode with DJ Academics and Wack 100 3 years later, Wack let 6ix9ine know that the fact that he didn't run up on the dude who robbed him, despite knowing exactly who it was proof enough that he really wasn't about that life.
Wack, you give me the right that a nigga could do you wrong, right? And this street nigga stupid mentality. A nigga could do you wrong and you be like, you know what? That's still my homie. This is how the streets go.
Let me tell you what ain't gangster.
That's not gangster.
No, hold on. Let me tell you what ain't gangster. The fact that you knew the exact motherfucker who kidnapped you and robbed you, and you waiting on another motherfucker to handle it, and you didn't go handle it yourself. You know why you didn't handle it yourself? Because you didn't come up with them grassroots of knowing how to handle it. You're a civilian.
And I was
associating with some gangsters.
And that's.
In his defense, 6ix9ine said that people just like to pick on him and that King Von's homies, including Lil Durk, didn't get the same treatment for not sliding for Von, when they also knew who Von's shooter was.
Yo, 6ix9ine, you know who kidnapped you. Why didn't you go do something, right? Why the fuck would I go out there? You right. If I was cut from the same cloth you cut from, that you say you cut from, I would have went and did it myself, right? But the same way you call me out, they know the exact same, and I'm not bringing this off topic, let me just get this on my chest. They know the exact that put a fucking 10 bullets in King Von and he died there by himself. Why nobody slid for that? I don't see you on Instagram saying, yo, go slide for that, man.
Listen,
y'all know what y'all saying? Yo, y'all want this
I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
I don't see you on Instagram saying, yo, Dirk, go slide for your man.
6ix9ine certainly had a point, but even he himself implied he wasn't a real gangster when he admitted he was a proud snitch. Because after he was robbed by 9 Trey members, 6ix9ine was arrested that same year on RICO charges associated with the gang. Facing up to 47 years in prison, he then struck a deal with the feds and infamously ratted on his 9 Trey associates. But in an interview with Fox News after his release, he said he has zero regrets about it.
You can never you can't win with the public. You just have to be yourself, and people hate that I'm myself, and I'm comfortable in my own skin to say, you know what, yes, I did cooperate. And I'm proud that I cooperated because you would do the same. People don't want to accept that. People just say, why do you have the courage to say that? We wouldn't have the courage to say that. We wouldn't even be proud of doing that. Well, guess what, Lisa? I'm happy and I accept what I've done.
And just like 6ix9ine, this next rapper also told on his crew in court, but the effect it had on his career was far from predictable. Back in 2022, the YSL crew, including Gunna and Young Thug, caught a RICO case where YSL was accused of being an organized criminal association, not just a record label. Several months into the case though, Gunna took a plea deal and allegedly ratted on YSL, and expected he got clowned pretty much everywhere he went for not standing on street code.
Gonna want it, man. You can't be in the city doing all that ratting and shit. Rat ass nigga.
What?
And it wasn't just random people in public. Gunna also got blackballed by rappers in the industry, including his once close friend Lil Durk, who called Gunna a rat during an interview with DJ Academics.
Do you believe that Gunna is a snitch? Huh? Do you believe that Gunna told?
That Man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed. If you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked into the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I fucking hate you. Cause I love Thug.
Furthermore, Lil Durk let it be known that even if he and Gunna had a hit song together, he wouldn't be playing it on stage going forward.
I mean, there's politics to it a little bit though, right? Like you have a hit song with him. Like I ain't gonna lie, if I have a hit song with a guy.
Like if I got a hit song with somebody, and I'm not even talking about Gunna. If I got a hit song with somebody, and I'm 10 times platinum, I'm never playing it on stage.
If he took, nah, you're lying. You can't hate rats that much.
But unlike 6ix9ine, despite ruining his reputation and being blackballed by his peers, Gunna somehow managed to continue receiving mainstream success with chart-topping releases. The same can't be said for this next rapper though, who managed to kill his street cred and promising career all in one interview. Back in 2015, drill rapper Slim Jesus exploded onto the rap scene with the song Drill Time. The track quickly blew him up, and despite being partially a meme at the time, the music video was actually doing crazy numbers on YouTube, attracting collaborations from other drill rappers, but it all came crashing down because while Slim Jesus rapped about smoking his ops and how he was all about the hood life, speculation soon rose among fans about his authenticity. Slim Jesus, on the other hand, wasn't trying to deny it either, and revealed in his DJ Vlad interview that in real life, he was far from the gangster he portrayed himself to be in his songs.
You know, when you listen to your music, there's a lot of street stories. Like how involved were you street-wise in terms of...
Street-wise, like, I mean, for the most part on the street shit, like, I got homies that are in that shit, and I know people who are, and people around me. I mean, I haven't, like, I'm not out here catching bodies and shit, obviously. Like, I'm fucking smart.
Do you have a criminal record at all?
Nah, I'm straight.
So you've never been arrested?
No, I've never been arrested, I'm straight.
In Slim Jesus' mind though, he was just trying to be honest, not knowing he was doing irreparable damage, sabotaging his own career before it really even took off.
I respect the fact that you're not trying to make up no shit right now.
Yeah, no. I'm about, like, I make music. Like, I mean, granted, you know, I hang out with people and shit, but that don't mean that I'm out here, you know, doing some dumb shit, trying to get, you know, ruin what I got going. Like, I realize that if you got an opportunity to get out of, you know, a spot, you shouldn't, you know, be fucking around catching bodies and shit.
The interview quickly blew up and became one of DJ Vlad's most viewed rapper interviews ever. But suddenly, no one wanted anything to do with Slim Jesus anymore, and he hasn't dropped a song in over 4 years. But while Slim Jesus exposed himself in that situation, Dax got run up on and checked in real life after trying to act tough with Tory Lanez online. Tory Lanez and fellow Canadian rapper Dax got into it back in 2019, and it all started when Dax made a post online saying he could beat Tory in a rap battle. Tory then sent a DM telling Dax to stop trying to take shots at him for no reason, but Dax posted their chat and dropped a track dissing Tory Lanez shortly after. Unfortunately for Dax though, Tory Lanez ran into him on the street soon after and chased him down to demand an apology.
Come here, this shit, or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize.
I got you, bro.
Apologize. Say sorry, nigga. Say sorry, nigga. Sorry, G. All right, bet.
After the video got put out, fans thought Tory was just salty about the diss track, but he cleared it up in an interview, saying what got him upset was Dax being disrespectful to him during their conversation on IG.
The kid was talking to me in my DM, and I told him, like, bro, chill, bro, you feel me? And he kept going, and I said, one day I'm gonna see you, and I happened to see him the next day.
But while Dax got humiliated by Tory, this next rapper got humiliated after his past got exposed, which turned out to be super ironic to the lifestyle he was currently portraying. Because before all the money and fame, Rick Ross used to work as a correctional officer in Florida, and while he initially denied this since it was a bad look, he eventually admitted to it being true. But 50 Cent explained that since he was indeed a CO at one point, it meant the things Rose claimed in his songs were lies.
He can still write a verse, but his verse always has drug dealer references in him when he's admitted to being a correctional officer. In order to be a correctional officer, you have to not have any criminal history. That's right.
To 50 Cent, Rick Ross was fronting himself as a gangster when he wasn't really about that life, and for this reason, he's expressed his dislike for the man a couple of times.
Is there anything about Ross and his career that you have any respect for?
No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I never wanted to work with him. Like, you know, I understand from a perspective of someone who's just listening to what it sounds like.
Hey, I mean, he's a great rapper.
Like, but does it matter that he's a correctional officer? Does that ever matter? Does it matter? Even when artists look at the irony of the artists that come under him.
So Meek,
right?
Wale,
prison reform, and all of the wrongfully convicted and wrongfully treated people in the prison system.
I see where you're going.
While he's on the whole other side of that.
And it gets worse, because apparently when Rose was making the transition from CO to rapper, he adopted his rap name from a popular former drug kingpin known as Freeway Rick Ross, to whom he has no connection. And Freeway Ricky was on Joe Rogan's podcast, where he revealed some other concerning things Rick Ross did besides stealing his name.
Have you ever seen anybody confront Rick Ross about you?
Like we talked about, when you got some money, they don't care if you beating women or making them lick tampons. You know, everybody fuck with you.
Right.
So, you know, he was on top of the world at one time.
He was a corrections officer.
Yeah, but he was. But when he got some money, they forgot about he was a correctional officer. You got Gangsters, you know, doing records with him, and you know, I got letters from guys that was in jail with him when he was a correctional officer, and they told me what a shitty guy he was. You know, that they would be shooting dice, he would take the dice and all the money, and they got extra soup, he'd take the soups. They said that's the kind of cop he was. And then when I hear that he's the biggest gangster rapper on the planet, it's like.
As for Rose, he isn't ever too keen to speak on the subject, which isn't totally unsurprising.
How do you feel about Bossa giving you the name Officer Ricky? I just want to hear it from you.
Baby, I'm worth too much money to even be, sidetracked on this carpet, you know what I mean?
Well, you're not trying to sidetrack you, though. I'm not trying to sidetrack you at all.
I'm just letting you know that, just so you'll know. And you can let them know whatever, it's all love.
Okay.
But while Rick Ross might have been flexing a fake lifestyle and managed to get away with it, this next rapper's clout chasing got him checked by a notorious street gang, which ultimately ended in his rap career being sabotaged. CJ is a rapper from Staten Island, New York, who blew up with his 2020 drill track titled Whoopty, but the title of the song itself was what caused CJ to catch so much heat with the Bloodhound Brims gang. According to CJ though, the phrase was just a roll call he used with his homeboys.
Pretty much it's just like a roll call, whenever I see my guys in the street, and that's how we greet each other. It's like a New York when people say you're,
What CJ didn't explain, or perhaps didn't know, was that the phrase whoopty was a greeting used exclusively by members of the Bloodhound Brims, a notorious gang to which CJ did not belong. And to make matters worse, CJ went on to copyright the phrase as his own, further infuriating the Brims.
I'ma tell it real, like, everybody go tag the CJ, man. CJ, everybody go tag that nigga, man. I need him to know what the fuck going on, son. Like, real, son. He's definitely not him. Definitely not. Definitely not him. You jacking our shit. First you make the fucking song whoopty, then you make the song bop. That's all our shit, boy. And you still not trying to pay homage? Then you gonna copyright our shit? You copyright our shit? Like, yo, boy, your head not good.
And it was only a matter of time before word got around that CJ was a fake gangster who was trying to claim a phrase he had no business using in the first place, with interviewers like DJ Vlad getting people to speak on it.
Whoopty was founded by my brother La Brim. It's like a gang call, right? It's a word that a gang uses. You know,
it's a blood thing?
It's a blood thing, right? And this kid, CJ, basically didn't have no ties to them or whatever, and just basically just jacked their whole shit, you know what I'm saying?
And the founder of the Bloodhound Brims, La Brim, also spoke on it from prison, calling CJ a fraud for clout chasing.
This is the truth. He never was. He's not. And nobody really knew him. He hung out around a few people that was, and he picked up the slash. And the problem came with not giving recognition and being truthful and lying. He's a liar. I don't respect him. He never was. And he's just, to me, like another Johnny come lately that just always, you know, want to steal a moment, you know, looking for clout.
CJ, on the other hand, maintained that he never stole it and didn't have to explain himself to people who didn't know him.
I never stole anything, you know? Just because I said the word in a song or I made it a song doesn't mean I took ownership of the word. I never said I owned the word. I never said I created the word. You know, I said what I said, and like I said, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But shout out to, you know, the creator of that word.
The damage to his credibility as a rapper, however, had already been done, with his releases following Whoopty having zero success, not to mention him getting dropped by his label. But while the Bloodhound Brims never got the chance to put their hands on CJ, Soulja Boy would have probably taken a beatdown for clout chasing in this next situation if his goons hadn't stepped in. Because at the height of his 2017 beef with Chris Brown, Soulja was trying to show he had more street cred than CB, and so was claiming to be from Compton, and also said he was a Bloods gang member.
Me and Chris Brown from the same hood. Okay. I'm from Bumpton, Fruittown, Pyro. I'm a Blood. I'm a member of the Blood gang. When I was in Atlanta, I was running hoop around. I've been gang banging since I was 11 years old. I've been fighting my whole life. I've been knocking out since high school. You know what I'm saying? In front of the whole school. Bah! Nigga laying unconscious, face first on the ground. So this ain't nothing new to me. You see what I'm saying? But CB, he ain't been to the hood in 2 years. He got to check in anyway. Whether he was gonna beef with me or not, he's still not good in the hood.
To prove he meant the things he said about being gang affiliated, Soulja Boy decided to go hang out with Compton's Fruittown Pyro gang members. But not all the members were trying to identify with Soulja Boy, and it almost caused a fight to break out.
You gotta check in anyway. You got us fucked up. So much you gonna knock my big homie out, nigga. I'm catching phase from my big homie Whack. You dig? And Big Soulja ain't gonna catch no fame cause I'm worth too many M's, you dig? Hey, what's going on, man? They say Soulja ain't from the hood. They say Soulja ain't from the hood. Get off me though. Oh, yeah, that's like me though. What's happening? Hold on.
Some dudes who were actually riding with Soulja got involved to stop the situation from escalating, but that clip went viral and Soulja got clowned for clout chasing. To make things more embarrassing for Soulja, Pyro gang members did an interview a few days later, where they refused to identify with Soulja and claimed the members in Soulja's video simply got paid to make an appearance.
They think they can pay us and be from the hood. That's out, bro. You can pay everybody from the hood, and you can come see me, but I ain't gonna claim you. I don't give a fuck. blood. On Pyro, blood. You ain't out here with us. Pyro, I don't care about none of that. The niggas that's right here, blood, the niggas I claim on Pyro. You ain't from Fruittown, blood.
YG, who's a certified Pyro Blood member, also let it be known that Soulja Boy wasn't from Compton, not to mention the Blood. But that wasn't even the last Soulja Boy was going to hear of it, because he also got confronted by Charlamagne the God in 2019 for claiming he was from Compton when it didn't even make sense.
That's my hood for real, you know what I'm saying? So that's just my hood. It was just another day, and you know.
That's Compton though.
Yeah.
You're not from Compton?
I am from Bumpton.
You from Compton?
Yeah, I'm from Bumpton, yeah.
I thought you from Mississippi somewhere.
Nah, I'm from Bumpton. I'm from California, Bumpton, yeah.
You was born in Compton?
Nah, I was born in Chicago.
I'm so confused. But so how I'm saying, how is Bumpton your hood?
It's my hood, nigga, where I'm from.
Even if Charlamagne didn't get it, he seemed to have taken Soulja's word for it, and ironically, this was what led to Soulja Boy's heated beef with Charlamagne soon after, because during an interview with the Migos 2 years later, Charlamagne claimed Soulja wasn't even an Atlanta rapper when DJ Envy suggested he might be one of the best rappers from the city.
Now let's talk about this Mount Rushmore of Atlanta, because I saw y'all talking about that. Is that an all-time list y'all feel like y'all should be on, or just
all
the past
time,
decade?
Not shout out to the city, but all time though.
So you ain't gonna put Soulja Boy on there then?
No, man, Soulja not even from Atlanta.
Don't start that shit.
Soulja Boy started it all. Don't mess with Soulja Boy.
It looked like Charlamagne was just speaking based off of what Soulja Boy said in their last interview, but Soulja crashed out on live about Charlamagne saying he wasn't from Atlanta, even if it was Soulja who originally told Charlamagne he was from Compton.
Stop playing with me, Charlamagne the God, Breakfast Club. What the fuck did you talk about? I'm not from Atlanta. Nigga, where the fuck I'm from? Where the fuck you think I shot Crank that at? Where the fuck you think I went to school at? Where the fuck you think I grew up at? Where the fuck you think I was jumping the monorail at? Man, what the fuck this nigga talking about? I ain't from Atlanta, bro. Stop fucking playing with me, nigga.
A few months after his crash out, Soulja Boy was back on the Breakfast Club, where he tried to address the issue with Charlamagne, but Charlamagne let him know that he only said that because Soulja had told him he was from Compton.
You had some smoke for Charlamagne a couple months ago. Charlamagne said something wild you didn't like, and you had some smoke for him, man.
Smoke?
I ain't feel that way.
Nah. It was just, Charlamagne said I went from Atlanta.
Yeah, because you told us you was from Compton.
Man, come on,
that's what you told us.
Never said that.
You said that, big Soulja.
Come on, same difference, man. They know
It's not the same difference now.
Same difference. Nah, but it's love though, man. Saying Charlamagne know it's our love, like, you know what I'm saying? And he cleared it up like the same day, you feel me?
I fuck with Big Soulja.
As he should.
But even if Soulja made it out of the situation in Compton unharmed, this next rapper caught a serious beatdown during a podcast where he tried to go at it with a real street dude. Lil Kelpie is an underground rapper who went viral back in 2022 over an interview he did where he showed up with two girls he claimed he was pimping. He tried to dress the part and talked about his life as a pimp in Orange County, California, but he caught a lot of backlash online for trying to act like a pimp when he wasn't really living the life. And 2 months later, he got invited to an episode of No Jumper with Adam 22 and co-host Almighty Suspect, and Suspect couldn't agree more about Kelpie being a fake pimp.
We felt like that shit, like the equivalent for to get everybody to understand, kind of like blackface. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was kind of like it looked like a costume. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like he came in here wearing that shit like in his head, like, oh, this is what pimps is supposed to look like. I got my little $sign chain, my little fur
I got
coat.
2 of them.
The situation got increasingly tense, with Kelpie and Suspect going off on each other. But when Kelpie made a certain statement to Almighty Suspect, Suspect wasn't trying to let it slide, and things got crazy.
Who are you?
I'm Lil
Who
Kelpie.
are you? No
Kelpie
one
the
knows
pimp.
you.
Kelpie the motherfucking
Kelpie the
pimp.
clown.
You gotta know who I am,
Fuck
bro.
out of here.
Fucking Ben Franklin knows who I am, bitch.
Fuck out of here.
He
No.
knows who the fuck I am. I'm
You
getting
said
money
what?
every day. I said
You
Ben
said-
Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
Who you calling a
Ben
bitch,
Franklin.
though?
I'm calling you a bitch.
Kelpie reportedly suffered some injuries during the scuffle, but when he got invited back on the show shortly after, he explained that the only reason he got beat on was because of his slow reactions, which were due to how high he was.
People trying to say that if they were in my shoes that it would have gone differently.
Right.
And they would have swung back and stuff. But I was trying to get some swings in on him, like when I was getting beat on.
You were a little delayed
My
in your
reaction was too slow, bro. I was sipping that kratom and I was just like, I wasn't in the right headspace, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what was coming when I called him a bitch,
Right.
but at the same time, like, I was high.
You be
I
off the
wasn't
kratom
there.
like that?
Yeah.
And as for Suspect, he went on to apologize, saying what he did was unprofessional. Charleston White, on the other hand, threatened to end a rapper's life on camera and had no apologies to offer, since the rapper started acting gangster first. Charleston White's beef with T.I.'s son, King Harris, started with a situation that was caught on camera, where King was seen having an altercation with T.I. during the Atlanta Falcons game in November 2023.
I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you. Ain't no mystery about here. I know you though. You are embarrassing yourself and your family. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. Get off me. Man, get off me. Well, you can't do nothing with me.
Charleston White hopped on live shortly after the clip blew up to give his 2 cents on the matter, saying he had advised T.I. the previous year to discipline King, but he also couldn't help but send some shots King's way.
God damn it, I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy ass when last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy ass last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today. Yeah, that boy showing out at the Falcon game, embarrassing the family. This is that King, little ugly ass. Oh, that boy got a big mouth on him. And he talk loud with them yellow, big old red, yellow lips. Oh, yeah, that boy loud in the mother. Oh, yeah, he fucking with the Atlanta Falcons up there disrespecting them people, hollering about he standing on business. Boy, if you don't sit your look, you bruise too easy to stand on business.
Meanwhile, King didn't appreciate the things Charleston had to say about him and felt the need to respond.
Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy. And we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from telling.
After King's threat, Charleston White wasn't trying to mince his words, and he let it be known exactly what he'd do to King Harris if he ever tried to jump him like he threatened to.
Say, T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow motherfucker. I shoot right in his goddamn throat. Look, I wish an 18, 19-year-old would jump on me. Boy, I Trayvon Martin, that little motherfucker. I swear to God, my right hand to God. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If T.I. son jump on me, I'm on George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, his little motherfucking ass. I'm gonna let him get on top of me. Pow! Pow!
It was at this point that T.I. felt the need to step in and calm things down with Charleston, since he didn't want his kid getting hurt. But King is not the only rapper Charleston has clowned for being a fake gangster, because back when Charleston White was constantly dissing King Von and disrespecting his memory, word got out that Lil Durk was trying to run up on Charleston. But when Charleston was asked about it on Say Cheese, he simply dissed Lil Durk further and claimed Durk wasn't even a real gangster.
If Lil Durk is looking for you, if Lil Durk trying to catch you lacking, it's like you have something to say to Durk.
If Lil Durk looking for me, I ain't hard to find. I'm responding to people in the comments. I already know Lil Durk ain't looking for me. But what I'm doing is, I kill the image, homie, of what our people think these niggas is. Lil Durk ain't no bad motherfucker. No, man, bad motherfuckers don't have fat white baby mamas. No. That nigga got fat ass white baby mama. No, big bad motherfucker got fine black girls. Yeah, nigga with short hair, fat ass neck, and fight and run fast.
And to back up his claim about Lil Durk not being that tough, Charleston reminded everyone that Durk still hadn't run up on King Von's shooter, Lil Tim.
That nigga ain't no bad motherfucker. But our people think these niggas is like superheroes. And I'm saying if he a bad motherfucker, Lil Tim will be dead. If he a bad motherfucker, his brother wouldn't have got killed.
With all the serious legal trouble he's gotten into over the years though, it might be difficult to argue that Lil Durk isn't really about that life. But this next pair of rappers got clowned so much for being fake hard that they are hardly considered rappers at all. The Island Boys are one group of rappers who almost certainly have zero street cred, and one time one of them got pressed by Houston rapper Sauce Walker when they ran into each other at Johnny Dang's jewelry store.
You know what I mean? You're not way more known than me, nothing. You a peanut, your jewelry fake, you a pussy, and I was slapping. Stop trying to
I ain't argue with you.
I'm a real gangster. You was a hoe.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
In real life, I'm not none of them little rap niggas you never been about. You a hoe.
I'll set you down.
I'm me, little boy. I'm talking to you, boy.
But perhaps the most embarrassing Island Boys moment was when they kissed in 2021 for clout. And after a stunt like that, they started getting clowned everywhere. They were once on the Danza Project podcast with Danza and YouTuber LaMike Jr. And at one point, Danza started pressing the twins about the whole kiss thing. But you could immediately tell how the Island Boys felt about the kiss incident now because they started crashing out.
Man, fuck what they gotta say, man. They're gonna hate on you regardless.
But you say fuck what they gotta say.
Yeah.
That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 because we got both of y'all here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going on with the shit that's with you two kissing each other and shit?
Bro, shut your ass up before I break this shit.
Dude, hey, yo, that ass, I would love to see you try that shit.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I would love to see you try that shit. Who the fuck are you standing up in front of?
Danza wasn't trying to let them intimidate him either, and it looked like a fight was going to break out before the rest of the podcast crew calmed the situation down. But then LaMike made a joke about the kiss thing again, and the twins were ready to crash out once more.
I kicked you and you didn't do shit about it, so shut the fuck up. You finally not musty too. Finally not musty.
Alright, bro. Y'all gonna kiss it out or like what's good?
Shut your ass up. My security will whoop your security and I'll beat the shit out of you right now.
That's cap.
Whoa.
Back up.
What you gonna do about it?
Whoa. Y'all see how they move?
Yeah, you move? Just move on. Stop talking to legit. What's wrong with you, boy?
And like the Island Boys, Birdman also tried pressing an interviewer, and the result was far from what he intended. The Charlamagne the God Birdman beef was set in motion with the DJ Vlad interview, where Charlamagne made some pretty slanderous comments about Birdman on the topic of Lil Wayne's beef with Cash Money, Birdman's label, who Wayne was signed to.
What do you think about Lil Wayne's riff with Cash Money?
Oh man, I mean that's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt because Lil Wayne has been with Baby forever. Listen, they kissed in the mouth. That's a different kind of contract. Like you can't shit on the person that you've kissed in the mouth publicly. Y'all got tattoos of each other, yo. Like this is different. Right. This is like a bad breakup. Listen, I just don't understand why would you want to sign the Birdman after seeing how he did his son, the man he kissed in the mouth, the man who made Cash Money what it is. First of all, let's be clear. Cash Money would be dead if it wasn't for Lil Wayne.
Birdman didn't want Charlamagne to go around thinking he could play with his name and get away with it, so he pulled up to the Breakfast Club with his goons to check him. But the intimidating persona Birdman was going for didn't quite have the impact he was expecting.
We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
I wanted to talk to you on your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, put some respect on my name. You understand me?
Charlamagne even shot back, questioning Birdman for coming at him and not the other people who had also called him out about the Cash Money Lil Wayne situation. But Birdman had heard enough.
When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hate my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
All right.
These were times rappers got exposed for being fake gangsters. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and check out times rappers humbled entitled women.